رمضان يا رمضان يا نفحة الرحمن رمضان يا رمضان شهر جود وغفران رمضان يا رمضان يا نفحة الرحمن رمضان يا رمضان شهر جود وغفران كل عام يأتي زائر ليته دوما.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Habiba Adedoyin Kukoyi, and I want to welcome you to our program Pathway to Jannah, coming to you from Ames Media Company Limited. Today, before we even go into the program, as usual, I would want us to talk on training the girl child. Gone were the days when you hear things like, ilé ọkọ ni ìyàwó belongs sí, lobìnrin ń gbé, let's just train the male child. It's this is Things are changing now. A lot of women are assuming the leadership positions. We have a lot of women that are bankers, bank MDs, they are lawyers, they are magistrates, they are judges, they are engineers, pilots, and a whole host of others. So now, if we do not train the ones we have, what becomes of them? Let's not also forget, when these girls, when they grow, they will be the ones láti tọ́jú wa. Àwọn ọkùnrin máa busy. I'm not against you training them. No, of course not. But then, let us also give priority to training our girls. Because later in future, they will be the ones to take care of us, like I said. They will be the ones to impact whatever we train them with on their own children. And it will go on and on and on and on like that. And at the end of the day, we will have a better society. I hope with this one, we've been able to change some people's mindset about training the girl child. It's very, very important. Right now, we're going straight into the segment we have for you. We have the cookery, the Sirah of the Prophet for the children. We have the Quranic recitation and a host of other programs or topics for your delights. First, before we even go into that, we want to say a very big thank you to all our donors. The new ones, yes, we have from Bomara, that's Alaja Bola Muse. We have products from Ibeji Foundation. They've given us Gary. You know how it is now. Me, I love Gary so much. I can't imagine 2 days without Gary. So Ibeji Foundation, we say Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you very much. Of course, we have Biggie Drinks. We have Aspira. Thank you very much. We have Kakatin. Thank you very much. Freshest Bread. Yes. We have our Korehan from Bomara. Thank you so very much. And we're still expecting more gifts. Alaja Shukran has always been there for us. Thank you very much. We say Jazakumullah khairan. May Almighty Allah continue to bless and increase your business. So let's sit back and go straight into the segment. I'll be right back.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Mariam Sulaiman. I attend University of Lagos Muslim Community Arabic School. I am here to read a few verses of Surah Al-Hashr, which talks about the significance of attributes of Allah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are here once again on our program, Stories of the Prophets. And I have the pleasure in the studio with me, children of Farida Children's School, and of course, Great Khilafa College. We are still on Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wasalam. And today we want to look at the Prophet Ibrahim's family. After God had delivered him from the fire he was thrown into, Allah took him to a new land away from this idol-worshipping people. Prophet Ibrahim took a wife, and the name of his wife is Sarah. And it became his mission of preaching to the people about that God who saved him from the fire, Almighty Allah, the creator of heavens and the earth and everything in creation. He also taught his people, he preached to them about doing of good, being kind to people, being gentle, being generous, being forgiving, and being loving. So Prophet Ibrahim was preaching, and with his wife, and he lived together with his wife. But something happened to him. Don't forget, I had mentioned to you that the entire life of Prophet Ibrahim was a life of trial. In fact, Prophet Ibrahim had an encounter with another cruel king after he had married a wife. The wife Prophet Ibrahim married was Sarah. So they came into the court of this new king. But this king was a very wicked king. His name is Namrud. And they came into his palace. And Namrud was known for always snatching beautiful women from their husbands. Whenever he sees a beautiful woman, regardless if that woman is married to a man, in fact, in most cases, he will kill the husband of the women and marry the women. That was how evil and how wicked Namrud was. So this was the king that Ibrahim and his wife came to his palace. And the king, having seen Sarah, very beautiful, the wife of Prophet Ibrahim, asked Prophet Ibrahim, "Who is she to you?" And Prophet Ibrahim said, "She's my sister." The reason why she said she's my sister is because in the language that Prophet Ibrahim was speaking, sisters is used the same way you use the word wife. Don't forget, you have learned that Prophet Ibrahim has wisdom, and that was why he was able to even break or slash or cut the idols into pieces in the episode that we have done before. So he played a trick on the king and said, "This woman is my sister." And for that reason, King Namrud said Ibrahim should go, and he said the wife should stay. He made an attempt to rape the woman, but Allah prevented him at every time he made the attempt. And because he could not do anything with Sarah, he eventually left Sarah to Ibrahim and released them to go on their way. But because he knew Ibrahim was a very great man, while leaving the palace of King Namrud, the king gave him a maid, and that maid was named Hajar. And Ibrahim, Sarah, and Hajar left the presence of the king to start a new life in a new land. God was always testing him. So he started living with his wife, and they lived for many years. In fact, they lived up to the age of 90 together, and they had no child. You know how agonizing it could be for two people to come together and live and without children. So Sarah was always very sad that he couldn't bear a child for Prophet Ibrahim. Prophet Ibrahim also was very sad that he couldn't have a child with his wife. And they were constantly praying to Allah that God, give us a righteous son, so that when we die, these children will continue the worship of you and the doing of good, to continue this message of oneness of Allah and the doing of good. But Allah did not grant them. They lived up to 100 years, and there was no child. And because of this, something happened. Prophet Ibrahim, by his nature, he built his house on a walking path, or the path of the town where people, particularly those who are traveling, they travel and pass through the place. That was not all. Very close to his house, he put a big pot of water there, so that when travelers, when they move around and they feel tired and fatigued, they go to that pot of water and refresh themselves and keep on moving. Prophet Ibrahim was always kind to visitors, particularly because his house was built on the walking path where people pass. So one of those days, not too far from the Prophet Ibrahim, there was another town. That town, the story about that town, I am going to tell it later. So God sent some angels to go and destroy that town. That town was a little bit far away from the town of Prophet Ibrahim, because the people of that town were sinners. So these angels, they appeared in human form, like normal human beings. So they passed through the house of Prophet Ibrahim. And when he saw them, by his nature, he welcomed them.
There was a time I used to be so worried whenever my children were going back to school. No thanks to happenings in different schools across the country. But since I got introduced to the First Criterion College, all my worries just disappeared into thin air. I couldn't have asked for a better school. The First Criterion College offers you the best in Western, Islamic and Arabic education, qualified teachers, conducive learning environment, standard laboratory. They have day and boarding facilities with efficient medical team on ground to look after your children. The First Criterion College is situated at 6/8 Hussaini Alagbaji Street off Igbe Road, Igbogbo Ikorodu. For inquiries, call the principal on 0809 056 7305 or 0803 322 7868. Website thefirstcriterioncollege.com. The First Criterion College, the reward for good is good.
My name is Dr. Adebola Nurat Akilabi Babalola, the president of Sisters in Deen Foundation, the custodian of Beti Sekina Orphanage. At Sisters in Deen Foundation, we believe that social inclusion of orphans and the vulnerable youth is critical to a peaceful society. Hence our motivation to discuss. Over the years, we've been able to provide quality education, good health care, capacity development for hundreds of orphans and vulnerable youths. All of this in a conducive, serene and loving environment till date. Our immediate need is a bigger space for gender-specific accommodation to cater for the needs of our rapidly growing teenagers. Hence the theme, expansion for greater positive impact. We thank you for your support over the years. We thank you for being part of our success story. As you continuously invest in the future of orphans and the vulnerable youth, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you as you continuously invest in the future of the orphans and by extension, your akhirah. Jazakumullah khairan, Ramadan Mubarak.
Oh, visitors, guests, travelers, you must be fatigued, you must be tired. So he gave them water to drink. They didn't drink water. He also gave them food and left them alone for a while. When he returned to them, he discovered they didn't touch the food. And he was surprised. These people should be fatigued. Why did they not take water and they refused to take the food? And he asked them, did I offend you? He said, no. But because we are going for a mission, we have a duty which God has asked us to go and do somewhere. We only stop by to say hello to you. But because you have looked at your mind, your heart, you are a very good man. And you have a desire in your heart. And that desire was for a child. You've been praying to God for children for a very long time. And today, we are giving you the good news that you're going to have a child. Prophet Ibrahim was elated. He was very happy. And he was smiling. But you know what happened? His wife, Sarah, who was not too far away when these strange visitors were telling Prophet Ibrahim the good news of having a child, got the information, he got the news. Instead of believing like Prophet Ibrahim, she felt, how can I have a child when I've already passed childbearing age? I am over 90. I've become so feeble. How can an old woman like me have a child? And those strange visitors heard her. And they said, that is not Allah. Whenever Allah wants to do a thing, he says be, and it is. So Prophet Ibrahim believed, but his wife did not believe. And these strange visitors passed by and they went away. After this incident, because Prophet Ibrahim believed in the good news that was given to him by the strange visitors, he took another wife. So Prophet Ibrahim married that maid that was given to him in the court of King Namrud. He married that maid, Hajar, as a second wife. And within a short period of time, Hajar got pregnant and she got delivered of a boy, and the boy was named Ismail. So that was how Allah accepted the prayers of Prophet Ibrahim, because he believed. And that child was born through another woman called Hajar, not Sarah. But something wonderful happened thereafter. Do you want to know? Yes. Yes. That Sarah, the first wife, who did not believe that he could have a child, you know what happened to her? What happened to her was that 12 years after, let us assume it was 90 years at the time she disbelieved, God added another 12 years to her age. And when she was over 100, she got pregnant herself. And she was delivered of a boy, Isaac. So Isaac was given birth to by Sarah, and he was a younger brother of Ismail. And that was how Allah answered even the one who believed and the one who did not believe. So in the household of Prophet Ibrahim, we have Ibrahim, we have his first wife, Sarah, we have his second wife, Hajar, we have Ismail, the son of Hajar, and we have Isaac, the son of Sarah. Alhamdulillah. That is where we are going to end today's story. But before we go, are there other lessons to learn, apart from what we have said so far, from the story of the household of Prophet Ibrahim? What can you learn from it?
We should believe that Allah can do everything.
Allah can do everything.
It's good to be kind to people.
Yes, it is good to be kind.
You should rely on Allah no matter the situation you are.
We must rely on Allah. And lastly, let me hear from you.
We should believe that Allah is powerful.
We must believe that the God we serve, Almighty Allah, is powerful. We must learn that Allah has capability to do all things only if we believe. For those who are watching me, and if you are a woman who is looking for the fruit of the womb, don't lose faith in Allah. Our God, the God who answered the prayers of Sarah when she had passed the age of childbearing, the God who answered Ibrahim when she was over 100 years, that God is still alive. Is a God that will never die, will also answer your prayers. And just as the household of Ibrahim became full with children, your household will be full with children. And we will be with you in the next episode, inshallah.
Lending a voice to business growth.
This is a program that parades corporate players, eminent veterans, industrialists, professionals from diverse faiths.
Is the magnet.
If you are entrepreneurial in nature, you are not just comfortable in any one stream of income. So you want to earn multiple streams of income.
Be bold without being aggressive. I keep telling people, women don't want to be men.
tenacity, that you need to persevere and just keep at it.
Interest rate on microloan is high because it's expensive to deliver microloans.
We call it mentoring on television. You call it lending a voice to business growth.
But if you do work hard and you believe in yourself and you better yourself, the sky is the limit.
Don't dabble into a business in which you have no knowledge.
Once you are able to prove that you have the critical mass, paying attention to what you have online, advertisers naturally will come to you.
Those that are poor, when you look at their need, it's just too small. They do not need more than 2.5% of the total wealth.
So what we've started is the process of digitalizing our operation. We are building a robust website.
We have been paying lip service to diversification.
The Magnet, showing every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. on NTA2 Channel 5, DSTV Channel 369, GoTV Channel 114, StarTimes Channel 104.
This is a platform where you can reach your audience. Partner with us. Remember to also follow us on our social media handles.
Is The Magnet.
Welcome back. Now we have one of our lucky winners in the studio. Yeah, she got the question correctly and we've invited her. She's here. So, okay, let me not let the cat out of the bag just yet. I will invite her in. Assalamu alaikum, sister. How are you? Assalamu alaikum. You're most welcome. Akongbe.
Yes, ma.
What's the name?
Miriam.
Miriam what?
Miriam.
Huh?
Ganiu Miriam.
Ganiu Miriam. Okay, so where do you reside?
Ogba.
Ogba. Oh, amazing. And you watch Pathway to Jannah a lot?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your most interesting segment of the program?
I think it's the cooking part.
Oh, just like me. I love to cook too. Okay, that's the segment you love to watch most.
My children love
the cereal.
The cereal.
Oh,
with
wow.
The scholar.
Okay. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
And congratulations, you one of our lucky winners. And today you'll be going home with the following. List you go. Alhamdulillah. So today you'll be going home with 10 kg semu from Starling. Yes. We have freshest bread for you. We have varieties of Aspiria products. Yes, we have products like Biotol. Let me just give this to you. You're going home with that. You're going home with this one, Fizz detergent powder.
Exactly.
You'll be going home with that too. Laja Shokpeyi has also given to you a fabric. Yes, ele tamaron funtunu aweniye. We have Biggie products for you. We're going to give you that because Momokwe Nilegbe right now. We also have Asho Oke from Bola Muse. What color would you like from here?
I love the green.
Oh, great. So it's all yes from Bumara. That's Alaja Bola Muse. Shades of Islam. Shades of Islam from Prince Ibrahim. This is for you too. Yes, we have a lot of admonitions and all of that in there. Oh, we also have the Holy Book here. This is Al Quran for you too. Yes, this is also courtesy Alaja Bola Muse Bumara Foundation. So what do you have to say to them?
I have to say Jazakumullah khairan to all the donators. May Allah bless them and enrich their pockets.
Allahumma Ameen. And you should also continue to watch Pathway to Jannah and also preach the gospel. Those that are not watching, tell them it's a program that they must watch.
Yeah.
There's also a token for tea fair from Engineer Kola Balogun. He says we should give you. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you very much, sister. So before you leave, I would want to say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. This is where we're going to draw the curtain on today's program. I remain yours sincerely, Habiba Adedoyin Kukoyi. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
أشهد